tradition. Tradition has a greater meaning, I would say. Now, I said that it is pretty clear when the notion of tradition was created, appeared for the first time in Europe. But what time marks the separation of traditional and modern Japan? Who can answer this question? And then I show you the next page with the answer. Who can answer the question? When did the traditional Japan ended and yes?
In Meiji?
Yes, exactly. So we call it Meiji Isshin or Meiji Restoration. And it was criticized and seen only negatively. Marx, yes?
This is by the academics.
Yes, academics. Yes, I'm not talking about political and social movement at all. This is not in the topic of this lecture. So Marxist school was influential, very influential in the 20s and in the 30s. But then, because they were also participants of the political movement as well, and because they represented their position, most of them were arrested, killed, pulled into jails and so on. So the school just stopped existing before the war for this, I would say physical reasons. But it gained force again after 1945 when military forces occupied Japan and they again began to conduct and introduced a number of reforms. And the purpose of these reforms was again to make Japan the same as the Western democracies were. Yes? It is called 3 Ds: demilitarization, democratization, and demonopolization. So all zaibatsu were dissolved. Clear up to this? Yeah, everything clear? Yes, because I don't know your level. So I try to speak of very primitive things probably. Or probably it is otherwise. Probably it's difficult and you don't put questions, so I can't guess it so far. It's all right? Catching up again? Yes?
Can I say again?
3D, demilitarization, because Japan was a military country, so demilitarization, democratization, and demonopolization. Monopoly, demonopolization. 3 Ds, yes? So they wanted to see in this way a new Japan. And the pattern was the West. And of course, primarily the United States, because they carried out those reforms. Yes? So at that time,
if you think about what the soldiers are going through, it's like, I'm not sure, but I believe that they were sent, the American soldiers were sent to overseas bases without their families. Is that true?
No,
No.
not always. In Korea, maybe a little bit, yes, but not in Japan.
But many of them are not married and don't have families, and
Right.
they come here by themselves. Yeah.
But the ones with families come.
Right.
Yeah.
But many in Iwakuni are very young and single. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess, okay, let's say if they were sent to a foreign land that's far from their home, and some of them come without their families, I think that itself is quite a, how should I say it, sorry, I can't think of the word now.
Traumatic?
Traumatic. Maybe not.
Unsettling?
Yeah, unsettling probably. Thank you. Maybe unsettling. Maybe it's a whole new experience for them. Maybe probably they have never been outside their comfort zone in their whole life. And maybe they, yeah, you get what I mean.
I
So-
just,
You disagree with it, you can add.
And what about Italy?
But the military brainwashes as well. I mean,
Yes,
it has,
everybody
sure. I mean,
brainwashed.
everybody, yeah. And
School,
you need
football
to-
club.
Rape is one example. What about to kill another human being?
but that's why we don't have a draft.
You don't have
A draft. We
Which
don't
is-
have a
What do
draft right now.
what do you need a draft
Voluntary.
for?
Well,
It's a-
because it's voluntary, so people who are going in are saying that they're willing to do this.
And we're getting off the subject of Dan's
And
question.
they're planning to institute the draft next spring.
Okay, shall we end it? I think we should end it here. And you can continue this informally. But everybody think about this topic. What can we do to build peace, okay? Okay, thank you very much. But the pronunciation, intonation, expressions are very, very different. So please remember as you're making your comments and as you're listening to other people that we don't all have, none of us really share exactly the same variety. It's difficult to catch, especially expressions we don't know. Let's think about, when you think of a Chinese speaker, when you think of a, let's say for sake of argument, a North American English speaker, when you think of a German speaker, and when you think of a Japanese speaker, if you're thinking about the way they communicate, the way they present themselves in communication, just what kind of images or stereotypes or ideas do you have? Let's just take a couple minutes now. I'm not talking about their personalities necessarily, but when it comes to communicating. So let me just say, for one, Americans tend to be outspoken and direct, right? That's the stereotype. Okay. North Americans, English speakers. What else?
Germans are very, like the term, they're very precise, specific.
Precise, specific.
Chinese are honest.
Chinese are
Honest.
honest. Honest.
Thank you for helping.
Honest? So you mean they don't do tatemae, they don't do pretend to be one way and the other, is that what you mean, sincere? Honest in the sense that they will say what they mean?
Say what they think.
Okay, honest. So they reveal their inner thoughts? Reveal?
Example, I had Chinese class and I have to tell them my ideal ideal man, and I said it's long time ago, but I said David Beckham is my ideal. Then my Chinese teacher said you should give up.
There's no way you're quite.
No way, you should give up.
Interesting, okay. Japanese are shy. This is a good one. How many think Japanese are shy?